Okay, so we are going to make a new deck. It's going to be called... Well, it's going to be a Norad deck. Norad. Norad. Let's go with Norad. Blue for Norad, which is US and Canada. Mechanized. Logistics. Well, we need a fob. We'll get a Canadian fob. With one thing of American cargo trucks. We're not gonna take a Hemet. We're gonna take this Canadian one. And then we're gonna take this APC. And we're gonna take this command squad. Infantry, lots of infantry. Riflemen. Bradleys, we could take Canadian riflemen. We're gonna take riflemen. Canadian riflemen. 2 of them. 2 riflemen 90. Oh, these are in the TH-495. It's a pretty neat vehicle. It's like a Bradley, sort of, without the anti-tank missiles. Does that have much armor? 2, 4, with less armor, but it's faster. So it's like a faster Bradley, sort of. Then we'll take a Maw squad. 2 of them and veteran. No. We'll take 2 javelins and a and a Canadian Airborne. There we go. Okay. Support. What do we got? Well, we'll take ADATs, because ADATs is amazing. 2 ADATs. We'll take... What's the range in that? 26. We'll take a thing of PVADs. Nighthawk. Pip. And for artillery, take the M110A2. 2 and hardened. Tanks. Yeah, a lot of tanks. Oof. Good, large amount of tanks to choose from. Well, we need a cheap tank, medium tank, and we're either gonna go 1 cheap tank, 3 mediums, and a heavy, or 1 cheap, 1 slightly less cheap, and then a medium and a heavy. So, what do we have for cheap? Cheap tanks. Which would be cavalry tank, and 40 or less. So, should we take the Sheridan? Let's see here. I think for cheap tanks we're gonna take the Mark 6 Centurion. 2 veteran of them. For our heavier tank, we'll take 2 starships, and then we'll take the Leopard C2 Mexus for our heavier tank. I'm not gonna take an Abrams. Maybe we should take an Abrams. Should we? 10. No, we're not. We're not gonna take an Abrams. Yeah. Recon. We'll get the. Who's recon helicopter better? They're the exact same vehicle, except different color. Which one has cooler colors? Black or kind of like the black Canadian one? Recon infantry. We'll get these guys. Will be our. We'll get cavalry scouts with in the M113A3 Super Dragon, because the cavalry scouts have Super Dragons and these guys have Super Dragons. So tons of anti-tank there. We'll get 2 of them? We'll see. 2 of them, we'll take... Oh yeah, because then we'll get 2 Sheridan... And then, we'll get 2 Sheridan Scouts. For vehicles, lots to choose from here. And we only have 5 points, so we can only choose 5. Let's get rid of a cavalry scout. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What do we need? Well, what are we lacking? I'm gonna say we're lacking some anti-tank, so... Could take the Chimera. I'm not sure. Should we take... No, I don't think we should. We should take, Well, I really like the Cougar. Because you got lots of them, and they're good at supporting your infantry. I already have the Starship, so we don't really need that. Combat, no, we have enough Bradleys and the other thing. Let's see, what do we have? Like, they have a lot of stuff, it's just like... What's this? That's the Vulcan. Should we take the Ontos? It does have good AP power. I mean, pretty good for its points at 15. Take 2 Ontos. Helicopter. Nah. Take the LAV? No, because we have the Cougar already. We don't have a machine. No, because we have enough fire support with, like, choosing vehicles for this deck is, hard, because, like, look what they come in. Basically, your infantry vehicles have... Your infantry, their transports are really good with this deck. So choosing vehicles for them to come in... I mean, even the vehicles, like, you have Super Dragons with this, right? So you have tons of missiles right here. The Sheridan, it can be your AVRE vehicle because it fires heat, and high explosive. Basically, it has anti-tank missiles. Like, we're not really lacking anything that the vehicle tab would make up. I mean, take a flamethrower. And we don't really need missiles because we have enough missiles. We'll take a helicopter, fine. Always good to bring in a heavy hog. I guess that's it. We're just not gonna go with any planes. Okay, so let's do a review and see if I'm gonna need to change anything. So, we got a fob. We got M35 cargo trucks for cheap cargo. We have this one for a bit more cargo. I chose it over the Hemmet because I just felt it's more useful. We got this command, and then we have He's infantry command in a M35. Okay, so you got your Canadian riflemen, 85, in their very good vehicle. These guys and your Marines will be your main fighting force, or your Rifleman 90 will be your main fighting force. You have a lot of infantry with this deck. These guys are a bit cheaper, so they're only and their transport's a lot cheaper. The THQ is only 15 points compared to the Bradley's 35. So these guys will be your cheap infantry, and these guys will be your more expensive infantry. Then you have your Maw Squad for some fire support. You have your Javelins for anti-air. You have your Canadian Airborne for when you want airborne infantry. Okay, so support. You got ADATs. And another thing of why it's hard, because you have ADATs, which is air defense anti-tank or something like that. Because this attacks air and ground units. So you have missiles with this, and then you have PVADs, an Nighthawk for radar, and then you have your artillery. Tank, we went with the Centurion Mark 6 for your cheap tank, one that you're going to put. This is your tank you're going to put everywhere, basically. I went with it over. Maybe we should go with this. Oh, we could go with the Centurion with the anti-tank missiles. Ooh. No, we have enough missiles. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Centurion. This Centurion. Okay. For a cheap Centurion. And then we have the Starship as your medium tank, more or less. And, well, we don't really have a heavy tank because we didn't really go with the Abrams. Or we didn't go with the Abrams, but so we have more of a heavy medium with the Leopard C2 Maxus. So with this deck, you're a lot more relying on missiles than tanks to take out tanks. I mean, you have lots of missiles with all your vehicles and stuff. Now for scouts, we got the helicopter, cavalry scout, and with tons of super dragons. We have the Sheridan, more missiles. Okay, for vehicles, we got the Cougar, 2 things of Cougar, 2 Ontas, and Zippo. Helicopter, we just went with 1 heavy hog, no air, and I don't feel like doing the Navy because I don't do naval battles. Oh wait, never mind. There is something we can use. Monitor Zippos. There we go. Okay, that's everything. That's our NORAD deck.